Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new, easy to level up giant miner cycle deck that is emerged at the top of the world. The number 44 player in the world is using this deck to defend professional players' pushes with mini pekkas, minions, and archers, ensuring a speedy counter push with giant and miner to tank for all of your stuff to maximize your damage. Because after you defend your opponent's units, they're going to be at a low amount of elixir. Sometimes they'll try to use bait cards to distract you. Arrows and Zap will quickly crush any bait cards, allowing your mini pekka, minions, and archers to lock directly on tower. With 3 of the highest damage dealing cards in the game and multiple ways of applying pressure instantly, this speedy offense deck is a massive threat. So let's get right into some games and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the daily videos possible. Yo, this guy's gonna have a log in his banner, Hog City. So I love to play against a Hog Rider because we've got mini pekka to kill it, and you're not gonna get a single hit if we drop our mini pekka fast enough. Unfortunately, I think I cursed myself. I didn't have my mini pekka in my card cycle. I had to cycle archers, skeletons, and then I got to my mini pekka. So yeah, I guess the Hog Rider wanted to prove me wrong and get that hit that I said he wouldn't be able to get. So we want to get a good card cycle here. I think the mini pekka might get a shot. It did not happen. Great log from our opponent. I mean, well, he's got log in his banner, so it makes sense that he's learned how to master it correctly. It's one of his favorite cards, right? So, what do? Archer Queen should be out of cycle. There's a high chance that he's going to end up having the version with Royale delivery, so I don't want to give him the ability to get too much value here. So, not going to go for my minions just yet. Instead, I'm going to go for my miner with the giant tanking, and notice how he has nothing for the miner. That is exquisite value for us. Then we can go for minions to cannibalize the giant skeleton and turn the skeleton to die again. And then we'll go in for skeletons to go and pull his giant skeleton away so the mini pekka can prioritize targeting the Hog Rider. Not exactly incredible because the mini pekka had to do 3 shots. Typically, it's only 2 shots because the tower will be targeting the Hog Rider, and then you can fully counter the Hog Rider. That's just not working right now. I said it was going to be easy to crush the Hog, and the Hog is just hammering me like crazy. All right, so generally want to go in for giants, but it's hard for me to ever do anything in the other side because I need the giant to soak up the damage from the Archer Queen. So what I'm planning on doing here is I'm just going to miner because the skeletons are not going to be an appropriate answer to this. So we can do this. Skeletons are out of cycle, so then we go for a miner. We can go for minions off to the side to make him pop the ability a little bit faster. He's going to Earthquake Log to finish off the archers, right? That's a lot of elixir. Notice how the miner did so much. Jeez, dude, let's go. So we're now, I would say, in a winning position because we've got miner to get directly on the tower. And I think he's going to go Hog Rider right into the mini pekka with an Ice Spirit. And then he won't get a shot. At least that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I need him to do. Please, sir, go in for your Hog Rider real quick. He's going to go in for skeletons, so we're going to go in for our own skellies in the back, and then we can follow up with a giant as well. And for whatever reason, this guy is not spamming as aggressively as I thought he would. So we're going to go for our mini pekka now. Finally, we'll be able to counter the Hog Rider with no damage taken. See? I told you guys it works. 3rd time or 4th time or whatever charm is definitely going to be the charm, and that's what we're rolling with. I'm going to go for archers to counter the Archer Queen, and then I'm going to go in for a zap on top of the skeletons to kill them a little bit quicker. He's going to lose his Archer Queen to archers. Watch. Look at the Archer Queen lose to archers. This should never happen in Clash Royale. The archer is still targeting the Archer Queen. Oh my gosh. And then the giant's running away from the bomb. We can go for minions here as well. Kill the giant skeleton a little bit faster. Then we can go for another mini pekka. He's going to pre-log. Totally fine and acceptable. That's kind of what we expected. We want to make sure that we zap so the Hog Rider doesn't get another hit. And then I can go in for a giant right after so then we don't actually take the death damage from the giant skeleton onto the giant. And then we can go in for archers here as well. Great cannon from our opponent. I think we want to prioritize going on offense because the skeletons are out of cycle, so he has nothing to counter this. So we might be able to go for arrows on top of the Archer Queen and then get a lot of damage. Yo, we are winning the game. That's what I'm talking about. All right, do we want to go in for minions? They're probably just going to get killed by our opponent. I'm going to go for a zap so then the Hog Rider doesn't get a hit. I don't know if he's going to log or something. I just didn't want to mess with it too much. Do we go in for a giant in the middle and then just soak up the Archer Queen damage? Yeah, I'm going to drop it a little bit lower than in the middle. And we'll soak up the Archer Queen shots. We can go for minions here because he doesn't have Royale delivery and he has no way of catching my miner. We know that we will win with miner damage besides giant skeleton. That's the only thing that he can do. But if he drops giant skeleton, then he's leaving himself open to allowing our giant to break through potentially. All right, do we cycle mini pekka in the back? That might be like the scariest play that I've done all day. I know it's a bit risky. We can body block everything from crossing the river. So if he goes in for a Hog Rider, then the mini pekka and the tower will target on top of the Hog Rider instead of hitting the giant skeleton. So then the Hog Rider doesn't get any damage on our tower. So even though it looked pretty bad for our giant, basically sacrificing it, that's not what we care about. We just care about the damage that he gets. We're going to go for archers here, and then we're going to mini pekka on top of the archer queen. And then I think we can get away with a decent defense using our minions and zap. I don't think that the hog rider is going to be able to get that much damage. Hopefully not, at least. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. We're going to go for arrows on top of the skeletons or archer queen, depending on what he's going to drop. Wow, he dropped both of them. Maybe we can go in for a giant. What do we do? Yeah, I think we go giant and then minions. And then we go in for mini pekka, and then we have to go for a zap as well so the hog rider doesn't get that last shot. This game has been freaking crazy. Seriously, I don't know where this is going to end up, but I'm along for the ride. We're going to go for minions as well for the 5 minions on the map. Oh, no, we only have 4 now. One of them died. Minion, lock onto the tower, please. Dude, he's going for a hog rider in front because he's freaking out at this point. That's hilarious. All right, we can miner. We can go for arrows. We want to go in for all of our cheap elixir cost cards so we can get back to a miner. Come on. 300 HP in a dream, 300 HP in a meme. We need to get a miner down. 50 HP, and we barely snag it by 2. Let's go. Such a satisfying win against a very talented hog rider player. I'm just going to be real with y'all for a sec. He got extra hog rider hits at the start that he had no business getting, but I'm kind of glad it happened because we won an even closer game. Nothing beats the feeling of running away with a win in a ridiculously close match. Now we're 6,800 in the world. All right, we'll see what Mr. Maestro is cooking. He has got the 1 HP clan. So, dude, I just won by 2 HP. Let's see if we can win by 1 HP now. We got to, like, level up the craziness here. I'm going to go for archers here because we have the mini packet counter pushing, so I want to be able to make sure that the Phoenix is going to, die. He's going to tornado that back most likely, yeah. So it's definitely going to be an Electro Giant deck if I had to guess. So it's important for me to be able to kill the cannon and keep the archer alive, please. Oh, awful. This is so bad for me. He's probably going to click the Golden Knight dash, so I'm going to go for skeletons up top. Do I go for a mini P.E.K.K.A? No, I can't because he's going to have Electro Giant, right? If he's got an Electro Giant deck, the worst thing I could do is overcommitting with my mini P.E.K.K.A because I have no other way of killing the E-Giant in my deck. Also, this matchup, not so good for you if you get in the later stages of the game, so you have to pile on the pressure in single elixir so then you can win. Also, if you guys noticed, he dropped his Barbarian Barrel. He doesn't have Golden Knight in cycle. So I'm going to go in for a Giant with archers at the river as soon as I have an elixir. It's going to be hard for him to deal with this. I think he's going to go in for a cannon, and we might be able to just go for a miner in the safe spot so he can't activate King Tower here. He's going to lose his Golden Knight. His cannon doesn't counter push, and then we can just go for skeletons on everything else and be okay. Notice how I'm racking up the damage. I don't think he has enough elixir for the Electro Giant immediately, so we should be okay. I'm going to go in for skeletons up top, so then he wastes his Golden Knight dash, and then we can go for minions as well. If he doesn't want to drop the dash, that's completely okay for us. We are going to be able to kill it. He actually did drop the dash and wasted it. That's so nice. Love when my opponent wastes elixir and doesn't get anything out of their cards. So we can go in for a Giant here. We want to give him no remedy of finishing off the mini P.E.K.K.A. Because if we mini P.E.K.K.A and then he's able to afford the lightning, that could be catastrophic for us. If he's focused on defending against the Giant and he has no elixir and his push is divided, then the Phoenix isn't going to give him any value. The Barb Barrel's not going to give him any value. And meanwhile, the Electro Giant just dies to a mini P.E.K.K.A. So that's a vibe. We'll take that 10 times out of 10. That's definitely what we're going to go for. We're going to go in for a lower miner and make sure that his units are also going to go towards that as well. So the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to force out a cannon because he doesn't have the ability of activating King Tower with the tornado. So he decides to go in for a cannon and waste that instead. All right, do we go for arrows here and finish off the cannon a little bit faster? Or do we just go Giant, archers? Do we cycle mini P.E.K.K.A first, though? I'm considering that. No, I want to cycle archers just because they're such a good card. We want to get back to multiple sources of them. So we're going to go in for that. The card that you cycle first is the card that you're going to get back to a little bit first as well. And that's why we dropped it as early as we could. We're going to miner here so we can keep everything at bay. Then we're going to go in for a Giant mini P.E.K.K.A push on the other side because the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to stay alive. All right, cool. I think I can get a mini P.E.K.K.A in the middle so that I can go and kill his Golden Knight. And then I can follow up. Oh, such a good tornado. That was such a good tornado. So if he takes my tower here, I lose. But does the mini P.E.K.K.A do enough? Wait, if I zap this, I think I'm good. Wait, this is a tower trade at this point. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go. Every single game is close. And that mini P.E.K.K.A poked on through, parading and punishing our opponent for all-inning in the right-hand side. After beating that Electro Giant boy, now we're at 5,800 in the world. Let's keep up the climb. This guy's got one of the best banners in existence. I think that is the S-tier banner of this season. That bomber one is by far the best. You guys can let me know down below in the comment section if you think that I'm wrong, but I'm going to stand by that. You're wrong if you don't agree with me. I don't like the other artwork this season, but I think the Bomber one is incredible. So he is going to go in for an Electro Wizard and also Royal Ghost. It's got to be P.E.K.K.A. There's no doubt it's P.E.K.K.A, right? Oh, that's not P.E.K.K.A. Oh, wait, what? Why do you have Tornado with Electro Wizard? That doesn't even make sense. Make it make sense. Wait, do you not have Elixir? Are you dead? Am I chilling? What if I just go for like archers and zap? Is this gonna take his entire tower? This is a joke. I love the fact that he said thanks, confidently thinking that he was in the best position possible. Meanwhile, our archers just desecrate his tower. He's laughing at himself right now. He's like, how did I take so much damage? How did I mess it up? I don't know, dude. You gotta ask yourself the question. You gotta take those laughter and put it inwards. You gotta start using it to critically think and understand your situation. I think he's past the point of thinking and just into the chaos stage. He's like the Joker. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm gonna go in for a mini pekka here and see what he's gonna do. Giant skeleton with tornado and goblin drill seems like it's got very good defensive answers available, but if he's always dropping his goblin drill on defense and he can't, like, you know, kill my miner, then we're just gonna load up the damage. Generally, miner with a giant tanking is the best way to go against these control decks because you're not gonna be able to break through with your giant. But if you use your giant as a resource, it's going to be able to soak up a lot more health from the tower. So the tower will be focusing on the giant instead of the miner. So if it focuses on the giant instead of the miner, you're going to rack up a lot more value. So the giant is not going to ever do anything, but the miner is going to shovel your way to success. Meanwhile, we're able to arrows and zap on top of his magic archer to finish that off and get a -1 trade, but a ton of damage on the tower. I mean, arrows do like 146 at max ladder, so that's pretty crazy. Okay, so he's going to spam a lot of elixir here. All right, I see you, dude. I feel you. I understand what you want to do, but I think I can defend this with a giant afterwards, so we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect here, but I believe. Are we just able to defend with archers and not spend any extra elixir? Is this how it's going to work? I go for 2 Santa Clauses out here. Double Santas. Double the Christmas presents, bro. The Santa Claus that steals from you. It's ready to steal your tower. Oh my gosh, this is dumb. This is awesome. Giant cycle deck is commencing, and this guy is taking a giant L. He's like logging down the middle and just giving up and not even knowing what to do. You know what? I would probably just give up in your situation too. I would go towards the 3 crown. Imagine if he had clone with goblin drill and then near, and he just like 3 crown me magically. That would be so scary. I've had that happen before. Let me know down below in the comment section if you've ever gotten 3 crowned by near rocket goblin barrel. That happened when goblin barrel attacked really quick, but now since it's got a nerf, I tried it out as a meme deck and it's literally impossible to do. Anyway, we made the bad manner sir that was BMing me the entire time at the start and laughing and saying thanks when he activated King Tower completely stopped talking at the end. It seems like he wasn't too happy about the result after he thought he won. After winning all of our games in a row, that puts us all the way up at 5,100 in the world. Let's go for 4 W's in a row. You guys already know Brian is our next victim. So he's already a part of the apocalypse, but this time instead of zombies, mini pekkas and giants, those are things that you have to be scared about, bro. You better be bringing out your archers and, you know, this time the zombies fight back and they're actually sentient. They know that they want to snipe the archers with the arrows. The blue king is not going to be your friend. Okay, so this is great. We ended up getting his cannon out of cycle early on, which is a catastrophic misplay for him. If you cycle your cannon early on and then you don't have a building for the giant, like what are you expecting to do? Oh, this is a different deck. You're not going to have a cycle deck. You're going to end up having Inferno Dragon and cannon. So you have a plethora of defensive options available. No, I just barely beat one of these. Why am I playing against it again? No. Clash Shroud really wants to test me today. That's all I'm going to say out here. It really wants to test me. I think I'm dead. I don't know if I could have played that any better than I just did with my skeletons kiting everything back. This is looking absolutely freaking awful. Maybe we can find a way to win, but this is the worst matchup we've gotten all day for sure. For sure. Because if you think about it, he's got Inferno Dragon and cannon to pulverize my giant. And then also he's going to end up having the Golden Knight to dash through if I stack up my archers too close to my tower. And he'll probably have lightning as well in the later stages of the game. So we will figure out to see what we can do today. I'm going to defensive miner because I think I need to. And then I guess I'm going to mini pekka. Fortunately for us, the miner is soaking up the damage from the Inferno Dragon. So we're not going to care about it that much. We're actually just going to let that roll. Interestingly enough, I'm in an okay spot. The Inferno Dragon's going to get distracted by skeletons, and it's going to get pulled back, so I won't have to worry about it immediately. I'm going to go in for minions because you use this tornado. We can drop our miner in the back. Let's go. This is where we need to make our stance. This is where we need to do our happy dance. If I don't get damage, I'm screwed, so it has to happen here, guys. If he clicks the Golden Knight dash and he goes towards my tower, I'm a sad sir. At least the minions are able to go back towards the tower, but I don't know how much damage they're going to get. All right, please be down a lot. Please be down a lot of elixir, bro. Okay. Okay, minions, I see you right now. I believe that was great. That was actually incredible. We can go for a giant here, and then we can go in for archers. He wasn't expecting it. He thought I was going to do the shimmy and the shake on the other side, and we swerved him. The archers might be able to kill the bomber, and then I can go in for a miner here to tank for the minions, and then we can go mini pekka. Please let this work. Please let this work. I'm literally just out here praying. I don't think it's going to happen, but I have to hope. I'm going to go in for archers here as well, since we have the mini pekka live, and if he activates King Tower, then, yeah, it's just not going well. I need to go in for a miner here, so then the minions don't die. I think he can defend, though, right? Right? Nah, yes, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's happening in this game. That one minion on the tower might win me the game. This is crazy. I need to go giant, so he can't go for an electric giant. I need to make sure that he keeps up the pressure, so then he has to defend this instead of going in for his own electric giant, because I can't stop the electric giant since I don't have a building. All right, I'm going to miner in the back. I'm going to go in for minions when I get the chance, which is, like, immediate. He thought I would drop it in the safe spot, but I'm not safe out here. I'm wild. No, don't lightning me out. Don't do it. Don't you dare. I will hate you. No. Brian survived the apocalypse. I guess the clan synergy was too strong, and he got a bit of an advantage with the matchup. My onslaught of mini Pekkas and giants wasn't enough to win that one because he had cannon, inferno dragon with the fast cycle and tornado to pull back our pushes. I think I played really well in that one. All you can do is increase your chances of winning tough matchups, and if you lose, you bounce on next one and play better there. After that L, we gotta bounce back. And we're playing against Adam Sandler, so let's see what this guy's gonna do. Is he gonna be a good actor, or is he gonna act up and try to spam me as fast as he can? Okay, bro, what you gonna do? You're gonna go and drop the water boy? Are you gonna go and spam a whole bunch of elixir at the river? No, you're gonna decide to go in for probably I think it's gonna be a balloon deck, because we see musketeer and goblins. Usually musketeer with goblins screams balloon miner at me. Oh, is this Hog Rider? Did we go full circle? We played against it at the start. We might be playing it against it again. I'm going to go for minions right on top of the giant skeleton because I won't have to spend as much elixir on it. And I'm going to go for a miner, and I'm going to go mini Pekka. I think I can get back to skeletons because I dropped my miner, so I have enough elixir to cycle back quick. Let's go. No damage taken on the hog. That's what I like to see, baby. Usually Hog Riders hurt me so much after you guys saw the first game. It was pure pain with how much extra damage he got on me for no reason. As you guys can see, mini Pekka clutches up, fully destroys that Hog Rider if you drop it fast enough, and it's way more satisfying to have your towers in a pristine spot with literally no damage taken. So we're going to go archers in the back, so then you can't arrows both sides. Like, you're just not able to hit both archers at the same time. You can't go and split up your log and be like, you know, how about half my log here, half my log on the other side? It doesn't work like that. I'm going to go for a miner with the archer just to force out some extra elixir. And generally, we want to go in the left-hand side because that's where we have all our damage. But it would be nice to force out some extra elixir from our dude. Okay. He's going to have musketeer instead of archer queen. So I think I can get away with, like, minions. Usually, you don't want to go for musketeers at the river like you would with an archer queen and bridge spam it. We'll see what you're going to do, though. Mini Pekka if we need to. Okay, that's a bridge spammed archer queen, basically. That's funny. I said he wasn't going to do it. He's like, Jake, I got it. I do what I do, and you can't stop me from making my moves. Unfortunately, that's a Hog Rider hit, and I'm pretty sure we do kill the musketeer. Mini Pekka, stay alive. Oh, sneaky Mini Pekka. Sneaky, sneaky, sir. Sneaky, sneaky, sir. Oh, it didn't work out. I wanted that hit. I was going to will that hit into existence, but unfortunately, log just can't be nullified. I can't just randomly place a monk in my deck and then teleport it in front of his tower or something. As much as I would want it, as much as I would pay 10 elixir for that meme, it's not something I can make happen. Imagine if Clash Royale had like a substitution card hand that you could like pay extra elixir to change out one of your cards like midway through the match. I think that would be a dope mechanic that they could add. Anyway, we're going to go in for arrows on top of the musketeer and the goblins. I made that prediction. I knew he was going to do that because if you go in for a miner, they're going to expect you to drop the miner on the tower. So then they're going to try to defend it with goblins, and then I can arrow on the musketeer and hit everything and get even better value. So we rolled with that, and we rolled through with the profuse value. How many Santa Clauses can we get on the map now? That's another question. I'm going to mini Pekka here since it should be able to go and snipe everything, and then we can go in for a miner in the back. Definitely want arrows on the goblins that he's about to drop in 2 seconds. Easy snipe. He is just getting read like a book, and we are giving him the cook. You love to see it. We're getting so much damage up in here. All right, so he's going to go in for a Hog Rider, so we want to get a giant down here so we can get back to our mini Pekka immediately. Okay, that's fine. You're targeting the giant, so the minions should be able to thrive. He's going to go other side, which is the smart decision, but it's also going to give us counter push potential in that lane, so I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to go in for skeletons here, and I think I can just arrows on the majority. The majority of the goblins. Yes, guys, that was the majority of the goblins. I definitely killed it with my arrows. You know, it allowed the minions to go on the left-hand tower a little bit faster, so maybe it wasn't awful, but it was pretty bad. So we're going to go in for a giant here so we can stack up our mini pekka and our archer on top of the hog rider so he doesn't get any damage. Then we're going to go in for a skeletons here as well. And I'm pretty sure that I can get minions down and just eat the damage from the musketeer if I really wanted to. I don't know if this is the smartest decision, but that's the way that I want to roll because I want to get more damage out here and I want to play super aggressive. I want to close this game out quick. We have 60 seconds left. If I go in for a giant right now, I can go for skeletons and miner and have the giant tank. Arrows on top of the musketeer and hopefully also end up hitting goblins. He's not going to give it to me immediately, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we follow up with minions, going for a zap. And I think this guy is definitely dead. All things point to this guy losing. He can't kill the mini pekka. Watch. Gonna fully shut down the hog rider again. No damage. And then we'll just miner him out. He's just playing the waiting game at this point. And that is a giant colossal loss? Oh my god. What the heck just happened? We just tower traded. I screwed around because I thought I was going to take the tower. And the game just tower traded at the same time. What the heck? What are we witnessing right now? What is this game? Holy heck. It tower traded into a tiebreaker and I won. Wow, I screwed around and I got complacent because I just wanted to finish the match off a little bit faster instead of defending against this hog rider. And we won in the weirdest way possible. Both of us took the tower at the same time and the game ended in overtime tiebreak. What a way to end the day. Even though I did some stupid shenanigans that almost threw the game, this deck completely clutched up. Let me know down below in the comment section if you've ever got impatient, rushed the game, and thrown a game that you already had won. I got super lucky to pull that one out in the end. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.